This is the 2022 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at the beautiful Red Rock Resort. We want to thank our sponsors, New Age Graphics, Don't Let Your Friends Wear a Blank T-Shirt, and Bonanno's Pizzeria, New York style pizza in Las Vegas. And our next team, we have with us the Liberty High Patriots. Coach Rich Morocco is joined by a pair of wide receivers / defensive backs, Colin Gregorio and Ethan Hilliard. Coach, one of the longest tenured coaches in town at this point. You've been through one or two of these. What's unique about this year's team?
I think what's unique about this year's, we lost a lot of seniors last year, a lot of great kids, and we're very heavily junior laden this year. I think I have 70 juniors in our program, and these two guys are seniors. Our senior class, not quite as many numbers, so I think we have a good mix of some guys who played last year, but we got a lot of good, young, talented kids that are coming into the program.
Colin, does that put some onus on you being a short senior class and 70 juniors? That's a lot. Do you feel some pressure to kind of show the younger guys the ropes, so to speak?
Not necessarily pressure, but just show them how we do it, like last year, what the seniors taught us last year, and just really just taking them under.
Ethan, it's been a whirlwind few years for Liberty. Of course, you guys had a great year last year, and then the year before that when there was actually a season you won the state championship. What's it mean to you to play for a program like this that's stuck out as one of the best in town?
It means everything to me. I'm getting a lot of opportunities, college views and all that. This year we'll be going out of state a lot, playing different types of talent, so I think it'll be good.
Coach, another annual question for you. Give us the rundown on some of those out-of-state opponents and how you guys are going to get ready for in-state competition.
Yeah, we always try to challenge our team, try to play the best teams we can find across the country, and this year we're playing Palo Verde first, an in-state team, and then we're going to play the defending 6A state champions from Utah, Lone Peak. Then the following week we're going to San Diego to play in the Honor Bowl, which is a big honor, get to represent the military. We're playing Pittsburgh from Northern California. They're a perennial top team in Cali. Then the following week we're going to Houston, Texas, and playing Atascocita, was ranked in the top 50 last year. I think they finished 3rd or 4th in the state of Texas. So great road trips for us, great teams, and then we get to come back and we're playing Kamehameha from Hawaii. So we'll be battle tested for sure by the time league comes around.
Colin, does it sharpen your focus this time of year or early in practices, knowing you've got kind of a murderer's row of opponents coming up to start the year?
Yeah, we're really focused on Palo right now, but just because that's the first game. But yeah, knowing that there's the big games ahead, really got to focus in for the season.
It seems like every week's a big game with you guys, Ethan. He mentioned Palo and all those big national games. How do you get yourself up every week, to make sure everyone's gunning for you when you're at Liberty? How do you, keep that chip on your shoulder every week?
It's just a grind, to be honest. It's more not letting my teammates down. I put in a lot to this, and I know they put in a lot to this, so I don't really want to let them down in a sense. So, yeah.
Coach, obviously these two guys did something great to be sitting next to you. You brought another player today to Media Day. Give us the rundown on them and some other guys to look out for this year.
Yeah, well, Colin is kind of the jack of all trades for our team. Last year we had COVID hit us a couple times. He was able to step in and play quarterback against Foothill. We got the win, and then he played quarterback the game against Faith Lutheran. He's just a great all-around player, somebody we want to use on the defensive side of the ball this year at safety, every special teams. So he's definitely a weapon. Ethan's one of our fastest, most explosive players. Last year we had Jeremy Bernard, who's Gatorade Player of the Year, and he kind of drew all the attention. We're hoping Ethan can step up into that role and be a guy that takes over games for us offensively. We have a humongous offensive line. We should be really physical up front. Quarterback's a kid who played JV for us last year. His name's Tyrese Smith. People are going to know him after the first few games of the year. He's doing a phenomenal job. We've got some really good linebackers, DBs. I feel really great about this team because we have so much depth. Last year we had an elite, talented player. We had 5 Division I players on that team. But this year I feel like we're more balanced and there's more depth to our team.
Colin, with so much depth, does that mean you're more likely going to be able to stick in your natural spots this season? And joking aside, just being able to move around so many different places, is that just a challenge you welcomed, or what made you able to do that?
Yeah, I'm always up for it, just to try something new, I guess. And then, yeah, really just sticking to receiver this year and safety.
And then Ethan, another follow-up from Coach, he mentioned Jeremy Bernard last year, who I think is going to go down in the annals as one of the best high school football players from Nevada. What did you learn watching him and working with him that you're going to take into this season?
Jeremy was a great player. His explosiveness, his body is just way to make plays downfield. He taught me a lot, footwork, all that, and he also taught me how to become a leader in the weight room and on field.
All right, we'll go to Coach for the final word. What are some of the keys? You guys always are going to have high expectations. What are the biggest things you need to do to make sure you reach them this year?
Well, we have the same goals every year. We want to make the playoffs, win our division, win the region championship, and win a state championship. And in order to do that, a lot of things have to go right. We have to stay healthy. A big part of that is how we attack the weight room in the off season. I feel I have the best strength and conditioning coach in the West Coast, in Coach Anderson, Corey Anderson, and the kids have been working hard. They've been putting the time in. So if we can stay healthy and just progress each week, we know we're not going to be at our best week one. It's a long season, and we just need the kids to buy in, and we've been fortunate to have that at Liberty over the years. So, and then of course, as you get into those tougher games, you need a little bit of luck. You need a little bit of, you need some guys to step up and make some plays.
For sure. Well, that's the Liberty High Patriots, another year here at the Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day. Make sure you check out the Las Vegas Sun for all our high school football coverage.